Is it time? This is not just about the court anymore. You have roused the maid's interest, and it is clear that she wishes to add you to her collection. We must do as she commands, but we will be prudent in how we proceed. This ballad so sacral, are you ready to make the preparations and depart? Now is the... Then it is time. You are the last knight of the House of Ballads. You represent all that we've been through, all that we are, in this telling and all those to come. There is little you can do to prepare for the journey ahead, but take another resurrection potion like the one you used to save Ferrara. You may need it. This is all I can offer you. The rest of the story is yours to tell. One can always find what is sought if the desire is strong enough. Venture northeast of the House of Ballads, and you will find your way. You are our last hope, Sacral.
You've come. Wise. Wiser than those other fools in the House of Ballads. It is their inability to see beyond themselves that has brought them to this end. This is my realm, and any who seek to cross it must first face my challenges. The Wall of Thorns awaits. As it is in the telling, so it will be for you. Only a true knight of the House of Ballads may pass beyond the wall, and every true knight needs armor. Tell me, beloved, are your tales worth a minstrel's breath, or are you just dust waiting to fall?
Look who it is, Creth. Hallam the White has sent his right hand to tear at Our Lady's good name. You are interrupting a duel for the ages. There can only be one Windermere champion, and it shall be me. Of course, Creth has never been one to concede gracefully. The pawns of Hallam only wish to harm our mistress, and they will feel the sting of our blades. Do not count yourself among them. That would be unwise. She is the only one who deserves our worship, the only one willing to stand against the telling and fight for her own ambition. She is glorious. It is I, but in truth I've discovered a greater calling, a purpose that will never fade. I fight for the maid now, and she whispers her love to me. Need our armor? Is this a jest? You will never impress the maid. She is only interested in true knights of the realm. Perhaps you can help us choose, Sigrel. Creth and I were just fighting over who should be the maid's true champion. Unless you believe yourself worthy of such an honor, then by all means challenge one of us to a duel. The prize, your sought-after armor. What? Where's the court? How have I come to be here? Why does it feel as though I've just woken from a waking dream? You mentioned something about armor. Please take these robes if you must.
You have chosen. The maid can only have one champion. The maid's hand has turned me to the light of truth. What did it show me? It showed me that the House of Ballads is in ruins. Escape while you have the chance. Her Majesty will no longer be overlooked. Try as you might to vanquish the Emerald Lady, you will not succeed. She is everlasting. Yes, you know me, but I stand for my lady now. The Maid of Windermere is everything. Goodbye.
winds meet and crypt through summer's end, to break the seal of magic's veil, Auror's love she'd pretend.
Well, I grow more impressed with every head you lay before me. Well done. You rival even Sir Elswin in your foolish arrogance. You may have passed the Wall of Thorns, but the Weeping Gorge proposes its own unique challenges. He was captain of the Royal Windermere Guard, and my staunchest defender. His body lies below where it fell. I mourn him in my own way. Like all the others, little phantoms hiding behind the victories of the past, weak minds are the easiest to control, and those two are mine now. It is what prevents my enemies from simply marching into my kingdom and feeding it to the flame. To raise the bridge, one must defeat its guardian, the legendary Sir Elswin. Only then will the path make its way open to you. Alas, Sir Elswin has been killed, as goes the story. This time I fear he's staying quite dead. Another terrible price of our waning magic. Pity. Farewell.
I have you right where I... Wait! What's the meaning of this? Who are you and where is my opponent? Oh! I see what happened. Blast! Perhaps next time. I was once a grand knight in the clan of Isa, but misfortune befell me when I believed the lies of the witch. She lured me, wooed me, honored me, promised me power. I became the champion and protector of her castle. That did not last long. She tired of my service and my love. Just look at the result. A great sword to the throat, how else? It was gloriously bloody, if I recall. The champion had been told to end my service to the maid. Really? I don't think so, Dustling.
Stop! Enough, mortal. You presume too much. This song does not belong to you. There can only be one champion, and his name is Sir Creth. What is this? What have you done, Sagra? What brings me to this strange place? It's as though a troll has been braining me with his club. Goodbye. I do not like what has transpired, not at all. It is a strange sensation, akin to fingers probing the very insides of your being. I never fully appreciated what I shared as part of Wenson's inner circle. Now that it's been struck down, I can only hope that it will one day be restored. A prickly one, the maid. I never thought she'd become so ambitious, so vile. Once she was like us, just a player in the game. Now, she is something more. I don't feel all too different, actually. I'm just as miserable as ever. I do hope the lingering effects of this enchantment wear off eventually. Goodbye.
Brave. No mortal has ever set foot in my domain. Isn't it wondrous? I've spent centuries whispering my wishes to the earth, the trees. The crystal has made it so. Never before has there been one worthy of sharing it with me. Do you fancy yourself a ruler? Join me and my enchanted beasts in this, the autumn of my kind. You do not dare speak to me in such a manner. I am the author of the future, not you! Hallam has seen it, and I dream of little else. The tale of the Fae enters its final telling. All the old songs will perish with their heroes, and a new era will begin. And while the end is near, it has yet to be written. You are the harbinger of change our people have long feared, and with you lies our legacy. Whatever I desire, it makes possible. I wanted to change the ballads, and I have done it. I wanted Wenson, and he is mine. The Prismeer makes it so. Those who seek to be my subjects, to serve me in every way. The wild fae you see before you are under an enchantment. This keeps them docile. You are safe here, so long as you do not anger my friends. They will pay you no mind. But some advice. Keep your weapons sheathed. Wenson waits for you in my castle, but only a fool would simply invite you in. And I am no fool. I have been part of this story for too long. This village is my legacy, how the world will remember me when all the courts have fallen. Below, my army prepares to wipe clean the songs of yore. You could lie beside me in the waning days, but if rescuing Wenson is what fate has written for you, then you will find him, and you will find me.
Around the castle were the Fae, who lulled to sleep from song. The maid would make an army here, some hundreds of thousands strong. Well made snuck through entrance blade, and found the source of the evil, a crystal of the maid. Hammer she took in hand, and, singing like the lark, she ended the enchanting haze that deepened in the dark. The creatures freed, released from spell, became savage once more. The crystal posed a threat to Fae. Bellmaid had to smash the ore. whence he's thrown, but learn you well this tale. A woman's strength lies not in men, but where men often fail.
Welcome. You're not at all what I expected. I am Sagril, Chancellor of Windermere. She said you were beautiful, although I have noticed that she has peculiar tastes. You're just in time. Our little army is building up quite nicely. I was beginning to fear that we'd actually have to execute the lady's plans, ludicrous as they are. Every summer ballad ends in the maid's defeat. Time and again she has played the villain. Now she intends to change that permanently, and she has the power to do so. This army is not a new device, not at all. It is all part of the great ballad Cursed Kingdom, in which fair Queen Bellmaid reduces the maid's army to a scattered mob. It is the source of her power and of her madness. Normally she's not so terrible to be around, if you don't mind plotting and treachery, that is. Please, it is just Sagril. I am no knight. I only recently came of age. The maid seized me just as I was leaving my hollow, as though she had been waiting. The great cycle has left me vacant, but I am no friend of the Maid of Windermere. Though the Winter Ballads name her a hero, her favourite role is the heartless tyrant. The beasts in this village may act civilised, but they are anything but. Cross them and they will kill you, just like their wild cousins would. Of course you are, forgive me. I often forget that my time with the House of Ballads is past. Now I am but a prisoner of the maid. We all are. You see, this place, it's calm. It is only an illusion. The maid uses her strange crystals to pacify the beasts, just as she enchants our friends. We must destroy the crystals to earn our freedom, but they are invisible to all but the maid. It is her song that calls them. The crystals are hidden around the village and forest of Summer's End. You cannot see them with the naked eye. They appear only when summoned by a musical tone. What are you doing here? Come in. Quite a display, my friend. It makes me proud to share a name. You made quick work of the maid's army. The lady herself, however, will prove more formidable. Take this. It's the key to the village bell house. That bell rings with the same tone as the flute, only louder. So loud it can be heard across these high mountains. The toll will break the enchantment on the maid's castle. Then you will have your chance. Make the most of it, my friend. It may be your last. And now I am free. I do hope we meet again. I would like you to have this. It's a talisman. I have no need of it where I am going. Just above the chantry. The door to the castle is warded, but once you ring the bell, that ward will be no more. May your gods protect you.
Welcome to my home, beloved. I hope it suits your fancy, for you will never leave it. I loathe this rock. Its chilled corridors and dripping ceilings, its whispering haunts of a past long dead. I no more wish to be the queen of this castle as I do to return to it again and again. I will escape its legacy. That is a promise. The fates of Creth and Airmer are on your head, my love. Those good knights were victims of this decaying pattern, sacrifices to the House of Ballads. As for the others, they will fulfill their roles shortly. Each has been saved, freed from their well-worn paths. They walk a new road now. My road. Wenson is here, along with his court of enchantments. The great halls and corridors echo with their voices, of the ancient stories told and forgotten. It is time to begin anew, for we write the final chapter of the House of Ballads. Only when the memory of ancient glories has faded can new glory be forged. Everything you see, the castle and all that resides in it, could be yours. That includes my love. Consider it.
And to the dawn, to the echoed dusk, I, the king of ancient ballads, scepter of this house, and the falcon of Detir, annihilator of Elkmar, and on, languish in a sanctified seat. We will hear no more from the broken sages, nor listen when we venture forth. These wintry beckons, raising gull that calls and boasts.
Sagwell, you've come at last. It's time to cross swords with one worthy of your talents. You've caused the maid much grief, and that saddens me. Luckily, your death will provide her much pleasure. I honor the Emerald Lady with every head I lay at her feet. Yours is next.
Saps the dew of youth, and yet here beauty manifested, a heart serene, sublime, a clamorous cascade, all in calumnious wonder. When night falls on the countryside, the noise of wanton and appropriation, the screams and the false
Look at this, Olaine. The maid's old keep still has vermin lurking in its shadows. Tell me, Sagril, is there a reason we shouldn't exterminate you? I was offered a new telling. One where I no longer bowed to the will of a man who was in every way my inferior. For the first time, I was given a choice. Strong words from the wee babe. Let's see if your blade is as sharp as your tongue.
Has corrupted and stolen freedom, Hans. She loves her slave, a skeletal mind of sleep, a deathly pagan of submission that trembles near her touch. From ecstasy so base she laughs. She is all. I adore her. I love her without repudiation, malcontent, denial, or falsehood. At times beneath a veil of lusty happenstance, to prove there is no more of Bellmaid, my old love. There is only Markweir, only Bellmaid. And with sacred vows, a stream of satisfaction, like the flowered scent of a bejeweled veil, so whispering.
At last.
Persist.
At last you've come. The maid has made her sick fantasy a reality. Everything she was has been warped by the Prismere crystal she holds so dear. It is difficult to tell if she controls it, or if it controls her. We must escape this place. The telling has failed us, Sagaril. Nothing is certain. I've been captured by the maid many times in the telling, and I've always escaped. This time, however, I'm afraid the outcome may prove different. Enchanted, all of them. All to write her twisted tale of dominance. This isn't about breaking the shackles of the past. It's about power, nothing more. If we must, but I fear I have no role in this song now. We are far beyond what is familiar. The maid will be in the courtyard, where our ballad finds its end. Come, I will show you. Perhaps then I will find the courage that is required. It's not far. Stop! Sagar, wait! Go no farther! I can't do this. I can't. You must understand. Every time I have faced the Maid of Windermere, we've both dangled by the strings of fate, puppets in the telling. Now she is free of those bonds. I would not even know how to face her. Before, my victory was assured. I have never known failure. This story is yours now, my friend. Take the King's token. You are the only one left worthy of possessing it. It was you she wanted all along. I believe in you.
We meet in the flesh at last. It is a pity our relationship ends here. I was beginning to think we had a future, as creatures of common purpose. So they say. But you and I both have seen the coming fire, a change the likes of which no fae, summer or winter, has ever seen. The telling will never cease, but the ballads that make up its grand design will wither and fade, and new ones will blossom on the vine. All you have witnessed was for me alone. It was justice. Imagine a lifetime of bondage 100 times over, and you will know my suffering. You, though, you are special. You are one capable of comprehending such concerns. We too, we are misunderstood. Perhaps, but you and I are the same. We challenge the past and strive to rewrite the future. We are singing the greatest song of all. The Tuatha have taught me that power only comes with the willingness to destroy, to begin anew and tell new stories. And in Prismere, they have found the means to do so. I weep for what might have been. You and I, side by side, wielding the power of the crystal. But there can only be one hero. I seek only justice for what has been done to me all these many lifetimes. Don't I deserve as much? Don't we all? This is the kiss of death. You mock me, beast!
Course of nature, it seems. Yet I'll not harm her, nor preclude justice. A single parting gift of love to this misguided maid.
Your Eminence.
You have returned, victorious. I know you had a chance to change our telling, to break the Maid and the House of Ballads from their natural course. Yet you did not. You struck down the witch Magwer and restored our legacy for now. But there were casualties. The Maid's death rendered Wenson impotent. This cannot stand. As a result, you have ascended to your rightful place. You are now Queen of the House of Ballads.
It cheers me to see you alive. Word about the court has spread throughout. What does it mean when all you've come to know is no longer? I will always have my healing, I suppose. But what shall be... I only wish I had been there. All my lifetimes, I've waited for the moment. A time to make a real difference. I should have been there for my lords and ladies. Farewell, fragile one.